need to post though. Here. Hello. Sorry guys, I'm running a couple minutes late. As always. I'm just trying to organize. Yes, there's my lovely home there after Christmas. There we go. Okay. Trying to just get something up and running on my phone because my phone is gonna die in a minute, and so I just need to plug it in. So how is everybody doing? Woo, my voice died there for a second. How's everybody doing today? Is everybody recuperating from Christmas? I still feel like kind of in that craziness at the moment because New Year's, we usually have friends and family over on New Year's for games and stuff. So I always feel kind of in the middle of things, but okay. I'm trying to, I always sign in under my other name on my phone to watch chat and watch to make sure there's like no hamster wheels going on. On my phone, I have hamster wheels. So could somebody, if you can hear me right now, could you say something? I just want to make sure that it's not happening to everybody else. Because, yeah, I'm getting the hamster wheels. I'm going to refresh it. Okay, they're gone. Never mind. Nope, they're back. Excuse me. Quit doing that, please. Please don't do that. Okay. You can hear me. Thank you, Nick and Tina. I appreciate it. Now my phone is working. There we go. That's so annoying when it does that. That's the whole reason, like, I go onto my phone and put it under a different name is so that I can watch out for those, because a lot of times it won't show up on like my regular like my computer, and then I'm sitting here talking to myself because I can do that easily. Doesn't take much. So no, just posting a bulletin really quick on my Facebook group. I had planned, I was like, oh, Alex, you can go in your room and have that this time. I had planned, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go and do it like 15 minutes early, and I had set an alarm to do it, and then I got caught up with something else, and then that's why I didn't do it. So I'm very easily distracted, you guys. I know I've said this like hundreds of times, but it is so true. So true. My whole family would attest to it. It doesn't take much to throw me off course. Oh, man. Okay, so. Oh, yes, I do have that one. I'll put that one as my little picture. Almost done, I promise. I promise. I wasn't even sure, honestly, if I was going to be able to go live tonight due to my mouth. Because I've had, I know last week I talked about how I had, was having like a tooth pain because I had broke a tooth and stuff. Well, it ended up, I had to go into urgent care on Monday. Yeah, Monday, because it was so bad. And ended up having like 2 abscessed teeth up on the top, and which isn't even where the broken tooth is. The broken tooth is on the bottom. But anyways, ended up having like a pocket of fluid up by the nerve, the root of the tooth. Anyway, so I'm on antibiotics, and it was wonderful on Christmas. Like, So I got on antibiotics on Monday. By Tuesday, I was feeling so much better. On Wednesday, Christmas, I was like, oh, those antibiotics are a miracle drug. And I was great all day. And then Thursday, it came back. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm not sure what's going on. The doctor did give me a prescription for steroids because of the swelling and everything. But I like hate steroids, like hate them. And so I was like, I'll be okay without it. Well, Monday, really late night, I thought, I was like, my tongue kind of was swelling, but we figured out it was just because I was brushing my teeth and using Listerine so much to try to keep it clean that like my mouth was like quit, using all of these products. But my tongue was swelling, so I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm having an allergic reaction to the antibiotic. So I took the steroids that he gave me because that counteracts an allergic reaction. And so I'm like, I wonder if that's why my tooth felt so much better on Christmas Eve and Christmas. So I did take them this afternoon, and I'm hoping like that will get me through till I can see the dentist, because my dentist was closed all last week and all this week for the holidays, which I don't blame them for. But I'm like, perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to go up and say hello to some people. All right, while we wait for the rest of everyone to join. Ariel and Kim, Debbie, Nick and Tina, Diamond Painting Dreamer, hello. Let's see. Diamond Painting Dreamer, where's our host? Well, your host is here, just a little bit out of sorts at the moment. Let's see. Hello, Nicole. How are you? And Randy, hello. I think I said Debbie. I'm not sure. I did. Okay, that's okay. You deserve a hello twice, Debbie. And Kim, thank you for saying you could hear me. That I so appreciate that. It's stressful and frustrating when I can't figure out what's going on. Yeah. No, he's fine. Just leave him. Hello, Sariba. Welcome. Oh, just got done shopping in your shop. So many things. Yes, Yvonne, that is very true. And I just got done putting a couple more things in there. I still have, you guys would not believe, honestly, how much I still have not put in the shop that I have here that I haven't even showed you yet. But it's a point where it's like, well, especially this last couple weeks, I have not had much time to do in the shop. Hello, Aussie girl. I just haven't had that much time, obviously, to put a lot of energy into the shop. So basically, the only shop work I was doing was filling orders. That was it. Nothing was getting posted. So I was trying to get some of that done today, but it didn't all happen. So there are still some things that are not up there yet, but they'll be up there. And like I always say, if there's something that that I've shown that you don't see up there, then tell me, because then I'll be like, I'll do it right then. I have no problems doing that. I am doing this diamond painting a little bit different. So this one is actually a Diamond Art Club. It is it's Willow. So if you haven't seen Willow, let me show you the thumbnail because I have her all covered up. And out of all of my diamond paintings, I could not find the sticker for this one. Just because I wanted to do this one, yeah, couldn't find the sticker. Because I put the stickers all in a file, this one was missing. So just in case y'all haven't seen beautiful, adorable Willow, there's Willow. And I am doing this one a little bit different. The video will probably come out tomorrow about me getting it all ready, but I'm doing not like an advent calendar. It's not an advent calendar. Obviously, we're past that point. But what it is I'm doing a square a day. And so I'm like, basically, it is so that I can work on one that I want to work on and one that I need to work on at the same time. So this one, I allow myself a square day. but that's it. If I have any more time to diamond paint, it has to go to the other one that I'm still really enjoying working on. It's the Friends of Maiden, but I was like really, really itching to do a square because I have done only rounds lately. And I'm like, I really, really want to do a square. And so, by the way, welcome, Lena. I really wanted to do a square. So I was going through my diamond paintings. Here's a story for ya. So on Christmas, my kids got surprised by my husband and me. We got them a Switch for Christmas. My husband got a bonus at work, which was awesome. So we were able to get that. He's been wanting to buy it for him for a long time, but we just weren't able to do it. So we surprised them with it. So on Thursday, they were all in the bedroom playing on the Switch, my husband and my two kids. So they were all in the bedroom playing on the Switch, and I'm like, I want to do a square painting. So I know I haven't put my stash video out yet. I'm working on it. I have 55 Diamond Art Club boxes in my closet. 55. Hello, Criddle888. Welcome. She says she's new to diamond painting and just wondering if that one came with the white squares covering it, or it is something you put on. So this one came with the clear cover, and I put these white squares on. Usually I talk about everything like new in my shop at the end, but I am now going to be selling these. Now I cut these as to 4x4s. So these that I'm going to be selling, these white papers, they are 15 by 10 centimeters approximately. So yeah, I prefer the paper over the clear, but a lot of times I'll use both. I'll use the paper right where I'm at, and I'll keep the clear on the rest of it, but this time I'm doing it a little different. So that is why the entire thing is covered this time. However, you can see kind of through with the, oops, sorry, I just startled my dog. Oh, goodness. I'll show you her pretty face. Let me turn my pad up here. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her eyes. Like, those are my favorite. I love how they have two colors. They're like, well, actually three. They're blue, green, and yellow. She is so pretty. So pretty. I love it. Her hair. She's got a butterfly in her hair. Those of you who know my channel well know I'm kind of obsessed with butterflies. And then, yeah, you can kind of see as the light pad. The light pad kind of shows through. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to show you because she's all cut up. So hopefully that answers your question, Criddle. And okay, Debbie, you take your time. You do what you got to do. Anyways, so I have 55 Diamond Art Club boxes. I have some of them in my kids' room closet and some of them in our coat closet. Now, I have separated them because the ones in my coat closet are the ones I'm absolutely not giving away. Like, those are mine. The ones in my kids' closet are ones that I will consider doing for like a giveaway or just because I feel like it or whatever. So I went to my coat closet looking for a square that I could do. Well, I had put them in my coat closet, a little wonky, and totally my fault. But I put them in there weird. And so I decided I was going to I didn't want to take them all down. So I was going to balance them. And so I was pulling them out, balancing the first row, which was 4 of them. And then I balanced the second row. So I'm holding 8 of them in my arms when they decided to go off balance. As I was doing that, they were all back in the bedroom with the door closed. So they start to fall on me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, if I let them go, they're going to all like 25 boxes are just going to come tumbling down. So I start to yell I'm like, help. I'm like, Seth. Like, that's my husband's name. I'm like, please help me. And after a couple minutes, they finally heard me. He comes around the corner and he's like, are you calling me? I'm like, yes. I'm like, please help me. So he comes over and he's trying to help me. As he's trying to help me, I'm like, forget it. Just let him fall. Well, that was a bad decision because one came sliding down, hit me right in the lip, split my lip open. I'm like still trying to hold some of them as my lip is just like pouring blood. Excuse me for those people that are like super blood, whatever. So my lip is bleeding. My son comes around the corner. He's like, Mom, you're bleeding really bad. I'm like, yeah, I know. And so, yeah, I got a fat lip and a nice bloody lip from my diamond paintings. And then about, I want to say half hour later, I'm sitting here about to work on my diamond paintings when I'm like, I should probably finish this project that I was working on. I was working on an order. So as I'm working on the order, I had my tweezers, and the tweezers, those of you that don't know, tweezers from, well, any tweezers that are these kind, see how sharp those are? I've been warned. Ariel has warned me because she's hurt herself from using those tweezers. Well, I'm like using them because I needed the sharp pointy end. Well, they slipped and it went like right into my thumb. You can only see a poke right there, but that thing went like all the way in my thumb, bled forever. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to diamond paint today. I don't see it happening. Like, nope, I just can't. So I was done for the day because I'm like, my diamond paintings are obviously trying to tell me something today. I should not be diamond painting. So yeah, so now I have like a fat lip. It's better today. That happened on Thursday, so it's much better, but it's still obviously a fat lip. So yeah, that, and then that's when I got her out and I decided, I was going to kit her up, but it just didn't happen. It did not happen. So I have only partway kitted her up. I'm doing it a little different. I'm going to kit her up as I go along this time. So that'll be okay though. I've done that once before and it worked out fine. I don't really need my cover minders right now, but you better believe I'm going to put them. I do need my trash pail. This is one of my little trash pails that I have. It's one of the smaller ones, but I still really like it. Those of you that asked me, I did get the Sprite bottles in finally, and I was really excited because though Sprite is what I drink. So, yeah. And then I have one cookie cutter or cookie making one left. And I'm starting, like I told you guys last time, I am starting to work on getting more pens in my shop because at this point I've really worked on the cover minders and everything, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I really feel like I need some more pens too. So I am starting to get the pens, and I got some wooden pens in, which I was really excited about. And so we'll get all of those entered in there over the weekend. But yeah, it's been, of course, a crazy couple days because Christmas, especially when you have kids. Ever since my kids have been born, I really only get maybe 2 hours of sleep Christmas Eve because I'm up like doing last minute wrapping, doing this, doing that. Because I like my Christmas morning. I like it like the living room to be like perfectly clean because otherwise it's stressful. So how was all of your guys' Christmases? Did anybody have Christmas like where their family came to their house? My apartment is not quite big enough, but man, oh man, my grandma's house is not that much bigger than my apartment, and we had 24 people and 12 kids. 12. Welcome back, Debbie. Welcome back. What did you mean? The picture of the squares now? Wait, what? I'm confused. Let me go. The picture of. Oh, hello, Dixie. I know I'm always behind. You know what's funny is every time I come up, like I go to read my chat, I say hello to somebody, I yell it. Like you can't hear me because I'm just talking. I have to yell. Oh goodness gracious! Thank you for letting me know the squares where I can buy. So Criddle, I'm assuming you already know now. You can buy these paper squares in my shop because I did say that, but you have a scar. Ariel, you have a scar from yours? My gosh. See, mine just went straight in, almost like it was a needle. It just went straight in and out. It bled like something fierce, but it just, I don't think I'll have a scar because if I do, it'll just be like a poke. But those things are sharp as heck. Go to my dad's on Christmas Eve and my mom's on Christmas Day. Very cool. Debbie said your daughter came. That is awesome. All my family came to my house. Well, Randy, how many is that? And God bless you, because that it's not it's a busy thing to do. My grandma does it. My grandma is now 88, I want to say. Now, mind you, she is like one of those people who is extremely active for her age. Like she walks our mall every day. She's very busy. She babysits my cousin's kids that are 5, 3, and 1. She's yeah, but it's exhausting. I've done it numerous times at our house. And when I did it one time, there was 20 people. It's a lot. It is a lot. It's fun. I love hosting, but it's a lot of work. And ever since doing it, like I know how much work it is. We let's see, hold on. Nicole says it was only mom and I had to work the next day. Oh, Nicole, I'm sorry. My husband had to work the next day too, and it just kind of puts a damper on Christmas night because he has to get up so early that it's like you just, I don't know, you got to go to bed. And he used to take that week off, but this week he couldn't because there was some other guys that had already taken the week off. And so there wasn't going to be enough people in the shop for him to do that, being that he's the lead. So he had to go to work the next day. But at least it was only 2 days, It wasn't like a full work week. So, and then he has to work Monday, but he'll be home Tuesday. He has Tuesday and Wednesday off. So that would be nice. And if there's time to, like, if there's enough people in the shop, he'll probably take the end of the week off just because he usually does on Christmas. But yeah, and he has a bunch of vacation, and he used to have to use the vacation, otherwise he would lose it. But luckily now it rolls over to the next year. So because otherwise, like this year, he would have lost like 2 full weeks of vacation. Well, he would have made sure to use it, but still, it's like, though, when we first got married, before they got bought out by a different company, they used to let him cash out his vacation, which was really nice because Christmas time came and we could cash out like 1 or 2 weeks of his vacation. And, it was like a full 2 weeks of pay that we then had for Christmas presents. And so but they don't let them do that anymore because they want them to take the time off. They want to encourage them to take the time off because it's, much needed. So, especially at his job. His job is extremely demanding. He's a welder, so it's very physical. Very physical. What is this? Hold on. I got to go check this. Something that Ariel just sent me. And I got to check it now. I really want to get another acrylic pen that's thin like this one. I have a thicker one. Well, yeah, a thicker one. And then I have this one that Ariel actually gave me, and I love this one. It's like, to me, it's perfect. And my daughter has took over my purple one, my thicker pen. And I've took over this one, and I think this is my favorite acrylic pen that I have right now. Okay, let's see. I have a feeling that she sent me a picture of her finger. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. She did send me a picture of her finger. Jeez, I did not think. I knew you cut it, but I didn't know that you had a scar like that. That's crazy. Well, you'll always remember, Ariel, to be careful. Be careful. Hold on. I am always behind. So, got my much anticipated Ariel of super long Mandy Manzano Princess ones. Got my much anticipated Ariel out of the super long Mandy Manzano ones. Oh, you did get it, Ariel? I know you were wanting it really bad. I was so excited. I got 15 diamond paintings. Oh my gosh, Debbie. You're set up for a long time. Even though they're 30 by 40s, still 15? Did you get those all for Christmas? Because that is a lot of paintings to get for Christmas. That's pretty freaking awesome, actually. I have so many. I need to go through mine and like kind of do a purge on whatever ones that I'm, not going to be able to do anytime soon, just because like I'm running out of room, storage room. And as you guys know, I like to give, and I am going to be doing a big giveaway. It's going to be a different kind of giveaway, though. It was my son's idea. After my paintings fell on me, after I got like totally conked in the face with my diamond paintings, literally, with how many I had, he was like, you need to get rid of some of these. I'm like, I know, and I'm planning on it. So he had this idea, and I was like, that's kind of a fun idea. So I'm going to do it. I'm not sure the dates that it'll go to. It'll start today, but what I'm going to do is for every $10 that you spend in Shine Shop Designs, you will get an entry in to win a Diamond Art Club painting. But the thing is, it won't just be one painting. It will be 3. So you will win 3 canvases. So for every $10 that you spend in Shine Shop, you will be entered in to win the 3 diamond paintings. So it'll be kind of a bigger giveaway because, one person is going to win 3 of them. And it will start today, but I'm not sure when it'll go to. I will make that announcement as far as like, I'll make a separate video to announce it too, because not everybody goes back and watches the live replays. I don't on everybody's. I don't have time because a lot of lives are like 3 hours. And I have a lot of people that I watch. And so I just don't have time to watch everybody's live on the replays. I try to get to as many of them as I can during the week. But, I have stuff I have to do outside of just sitting on YouTube. Unfortunately, I have to be an adult. Unfortunately. Okay. So, hello, Ashink. I think I said your name, but if I didn't, I said it in my head. So, hello and welcome. There were 14 in all. I cooked the whole meal except the rolls. Wow. Well, good for you, Randy, because that's a lot. Did you do like a traditional like ham or turkey or we had the works. We had ham. We had potato salad, macaroni and cheese, steak, roast. What else did we have? We had gravy, of course. We had rolls. We had a broccoli bacon salad. What else? I don't even remember. It was a lot of food, though. That's all I remember. A lot of food. And then today, this morning, we had Christmas with my mom because she doesn't like to bring all of the presents for me and my sister and our kids to Christmas Day because there's just so much going on. There's, like I said, there was 24 people and 14 of them were kids. 12 of them were kids. So we went to my mom's this morning and had brunch and opened presents from my mom. And it was the first time I had ever tried homemade eggnog. I don't like eggnog typically. I think it's gross. But I had tried, my sister made it this year. And it was freaking awesome. Like, I didn't know eggnog was actually good. Like, I had no clue because I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. Like, I don't like it. But when it's homemade, oh my gosh. How many of you guys like eggnog? Because, and how many of you like homemade but not store-bought? Because there's a difference. There's a big difference. Thank goodness Christmas in 2020 is on Friday. Oh, Nicole, that's right. Yeah, I'm excited because then my husband will have the next day off, which will be so much nicer. I think, yep, I believe this year's leap year. So my husband used to do that also. They stopped that too. I think so, yes. My mom got it for me. Wow, Debbie, that's awesome. Hubby and daughter. I am new to diamond painting. Oh, I didn't know that, Debbie. How new are you to diamond painting? I thought you were an old pro. Crane's Creations, welcome, by the way. I didn't see your name yet. Adulting is overrated. Let's all buy a mansion and hide and diamond paint forever. There we go. Let's do it. Do you know how many people would actually do that? Like, let's just have a diamond painting mansion. Whenever you don't feel like being an adult, you can go there and diamond paint for as long as you want. And Ashink, you go right ahead. You work and lurk. I do that in a lot of people's. Or even if I'm not able to diamond paint, I'll sit there and go. I took you and Dave to Walmart with me one day. And my daughter was embarrassed because she's like, turn it down. I'm like, I can't hear if it's down. Because I had you guys pretty loud. But with my hearing, I'm like, if I can't hear it, then what's the point of having it on? So, or I'll listen to people in the car. Or my main thing, though, is I'll listen to a lot of people who are on in the evening when I go over to the field with the dogs. Well, Lincoln now. But he hurt his paw. And so he was licking it because he has really sensitive skin. And someone gave him a treat on Christmas that had chicken in it. And we're pretty sure he's allergic to chicken. That's like the number one thing dogs are allergic to is chicken. And he started licking his paws really bad after that. And now he has like a sore on his paw from licking it. So I haven't been able to go to the field for 2 days. And it feels really strange because that's such a routine of mine. And I enjoy that routine, even though it's cold, because it's time to myself where the kids aren't asking me to do things. It's just I'm just there. And it's peaceful. It's very peaceful. I almost just want to I'm going to head over to the field by myself tonight. You guys can deal with whatever you need to deal with. Eggnog is nasty. Ariel, but have you ever had it homemade? Ever had it homemade? Hello, Mallory, aka Diamond Artworks. Welcome. Hey, friends, just a friendly reminder. Thank you, Nicole. Dixie says she loves both. But homemade, I tell you guys, Debbie, we can probably train my bunny. It'll work. Homemade eggnog is nasty. What? See, that's the thing. It tastes so different. It tastes so different that I can see why maybe, if you're super used to store-bought and then you go and you have homemade, you're like, that's not eggnog. Because to me, they taste completely different. To me, I was like, what does that taste like? What does that taste like? I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, you know what? Kind of tastes like, because when I have like pumpkin pie, like I love it with like a scoop of either whipped cream or ice cream on top. That's what my sister's eggnog tasted like to me. It was like a pumpkin pie milkshake or something. And it was good. And I have never liked eggnog, ever. Our neighbor brought a gallon of it over. She's like, I can't drink this. Can you guys drink it? I'm like, well, I know people who will, so I'll take it. And I thought she meant just like a little left because she's like, oh, I just have some left from Christmas. And she brings me over a whole gallon of unopened eggnog. I was like, oh, okay. And she brought me she brought a ton of leftovers over. She's the elderly woman that lives next door, the one I've talked about, who's a little bit cuckoo sometimes. She has been bringing, well, and then I swear to you guys, she's got a crush on my husband. Well, she says things all the time, like, he's such a good-looking guy. Like, every time I bring him up or she brings him up, she talks about what a good-looking guy he is. And she found out he likes bananas, and so she brings us bananas every couple of days. She'll bring a bunch of bananas over. It's kind of funny. Or she'll bring cheese because she knows the kids like cheese. I'm like, you know what, though? If you want to bring us food, you can go right ahead and do that. My husband eats a banana every single day, so it saves me a little bit of money. And her excuse is that she just can't eat it all. I'm like, well, then don't buy so much. You don't have to buy 10 bananas. I mean, you can break them up. Let's see. Mallory, I am doing okay. My mouth is hurting just a little bit, but it is better since I did take some steroids this morning or this afternoon. Let's see. Now, eggnog is okay, but I never had homemade. Yep, see, you're missing out. I hadn't either before today. And they also put they were putting spiced rum in theirs too, which my dad just put like maybe a tablespoon of spiced rum in his, and he's like, just taste it. I didn't put very much. And I'm like, I don't like the taste of alcohol, Dad. He's like, just taste it. So I finally tasted it. Everybody was laughing. They're like, do you like it? Because of my face. It was obvious that I did not like it at all. I'm like, nope. I will drink my eggnog plain. I don't like any alcohol. It doesn't matter how sweet, how desserty. Like, the only alcohol I've ever liked was, and I don't even know what it was. It was at a bar years ago, and it tasted like a blue raspberry slushy. That's how I describe it. And it was some guy's birthday that night at the bar, and they were buying it for everybody. And I remember being like, no, I really don't like alcohol. They're like, just taste them. So I did, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. There can't be too much alcohol in that because I don't taste it. I had 6 of them, and let me tell you, there was a good amount of alcohol in there. Because that's the only time I ever remember being like really hungover, was when I drank those. Because typically I just don't drink that often, and I didn't think that it was going to be that strong considering it didn't taste bad to me. Welcome back, Aussie girl. See if she's gonna snatch your man. Watch out. Right, Ariel? She would. She would. She's like, he's so good looking. Where was he when I was that age? She's 84, Debbie. 84. And she comes over at least 3 times a week to visit, and she likes to give the dogs, well, Lincoln treats. She was one of those, she really loved Maya. She really did, and Maya loved her. I mean, she'd come over and give them treats, like so many treats that it was like, okay, Maya might be pretty skinny, but Lincoln is not. So I'm like, don't give him so many treats. He's gonna get fat. But even though, and I think kind of, I don't know, when Maya passed, she has definitely not been coming over quite as often. I think it's just harder for her knowing that, you know, Maya won't be here when she's here. Because every time she comes over to visit Lincoln, she always mentions that, you know, she misses how Maya used to sit there, and Maya would take like attention and being pet over a treat. And Lincoln wants the treats. Like, he likes the attention too, but he's a food boy. And so every time she comes over, she mentions that. I mean, we all miss Maya. She was such a good dog. It was really hard at Christmas time. I mean, at Christmas, because she's always come with us. She was my daughter's service dog, so she went with us everywhere. So like not having her there at Christmas time, it was difficult for all of us. Even like extended family had a harder time with it. So, and speaking of that, I need to call the Humane Society. When she got cremated, they said it would only be 2 weeks. Well, she was cremated on December 6th. So it's been a lot longer than 2 weeks. I need to call them. Debbie says I'm allergic. I think my face gets so red and hot to alcohol. Maybe she's lonely. She is, Ashley. She really is. And I know that. She used to come over every single day and stay for a couple hours, and it got to the point where it was too much. And even though, like, I felt bad, which is why I don't know, I get kind of stomped on sometimes. She not only would come over to visit, but she would ask me to do things constantly. And I didn't mind, especially when you know somebody can't do them and you can. I don't mind. But she started asking me to do things that were like, really, like, could you come over and change the light bulb out of my lamp that you can reach? And it was like constant. And then she started walking in our house without, even knocking. And she started coming, like one time she came over at midnight just to visit. I was like, so then I had to tell her, like, you can't come past 8 because my husband goes to bed at 8. And the dogs would bark and bark and bark when she'd get here because they were so excited. And then he would get woke up, and he gets up at 4 in. So I had to put some kind of like limits on it. And I just have to be really kind of more straightforward than I usually am in boundaries, because there was just boundary issues happening, and it was like, no, I know you're lonely. I didn't say that. I know she's lonely. I know she's older, but there's still like comes a point where you can't let that like affect your health. Because I get, like, when I get stressed out or even like upset, my autoimmune disease kicks like in full gear. And so I'm always being told that by like my friends and family and even my kids, that I have to, put boundaries down. I have to stand up for myself, and I have to learn to say no, because I am not good at saying no at all. Yeah. By the way, welcome, Felicia. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hold on. It says first time on here, and I'm new to diamond painting. I've only done 2. Well, welcome to the addiction, and welcome to Shine Like a Diamond. This is kind of this. So we do this every Saturday night. I'd have a live, and we just kind of talk and diamond paint and work. And I usually show some new accessories that are in my shop, and yeah, we just kind of hang out. So welcome. And welcome also to diamond painting. I was looking today at my mom's house. She was showing everybody one of the diamond paintings I did for her last year. And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh. So that was that one that I'm talking about was my 3rd diamond painting. It was my first squares, and I got it off of Amazon. And the drills popped so bad, it looked horrible. It looked horrible. And everybody's like, oh, it's so great. It's so nice. And I'm like, oh, it's horrible. My mom's like, no, it's not. I'm like, it is, Mom. It is. It just looking at it, like, I mean, from afar, you can't tell. But up close, I'm like, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Because at first, you don't know. You don't know. And I made the mistake, like, I didn't really watch YouTube at all back then. And so I didn't watch channels to learn. Like, I learned by myself. And I didn't start getting into, like, the community until, I want to say, February, when I started a Facebook group. And that's when I started really, like, getting into, you know, getting in the community, learning of channels. Like, I think the first one I heard of was Stitcherista. And so, like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then it was Miss Coffee. And so I started getting into that. And then I started learning all of this stuff. I'm like, oh, now I get it. And yeah, we're all addicted. I mean, seriously. Felicia, if you have any questions, everyone in the addiction family loves to help. Yes, we do. And any of my moderators that can get I know Ariel should have it quickly, my Facebook group link on there. Felicia, if you go and you join us in the group, we all love to help. So anytime you have a question, it don't matter what time of day it is, somebody will be there. Somebody's up, somebody will answer your questions, and you'll get probably, a number of answers to your question, and something will work. So that's how I started really learning, was by just asking questions, and started watching Facebook or YouTube videos and all that stuff. And now, like, I went from not watching YouTube really at all to watching it every day, because I try to keep up with my fellow creators. I try to support as much as I can and watch as much as I can. But it's insane how you think, oh yeah, I've got everybody on I'm subscribed to really everybody in the community, and then you find somebody that you're not subscribed to, and someone that maybe isn't even like a small channel. I mean, not huge, but like I found, who was it? I found the other day. She's got like 3,000 subscribers. Never heard of her before that. And I'm like, how did I not know? How did I not know this? Like, do any of you guys do that? Like, you feel like you know the community really well, and then all of a sudden you find a channel that you hadn't ever, not only had you not watched or anything, but never even heard of. That threw me. And I found that person in like a crafting live. It wasn't even a diamond painting live, and she wasn't even the person that was doing the live. She was like in it, and we were talking, and anyways, yeah, it was crazy. Ashing says, I'm not addicted. She says, shyly kicking 60 canvases in her closet. Yes. See, Ashing, I don't think you were here, but I can't say I'm not addicted, considering I have a fat lip, because my diamond paintings came tumbling down on me. And I mean, just my Diamond Art Club. Just my Diamond Art Club once. 55 Diamond Art Club boxes came tumbling down on me and split my lip open on Thursday. So I can't say I'm not addicted anymore, I don't think, because I'm now being harmed by it. Oh, Mallory. I was going to save this till the end, but I have to show you. Look. Ready? Squirrel. Isn't he stinking adorable? I love this. I love him. I've got quite a few new ones that will be in the shop, but oh my gosh, when I found this one, I was like, I have to get it, because me and Mallory joke all the time about, like, you know, when you squirrel out because something sidetracks you and you're like, what? Oh, squirrel. Because, like, everything. I'm so ADD. I'm so ADD. I can't even say the full all the letters. But no, I thought you'd like that one, Mallory. I did. I started attempting to shine into the Diamond Art section of TikTok. Yes, Ariel Ariel has a TikTok, Diamond Queen 1997. If you want to go check her out. I didn't even have a TikTok account because I just don't. And I kind of feel like I'm too old for TikTok, maybe. I don't know. Is that a thing? I feel like I am. My son found out I had TikTok on my phone, and he like literally, not joking, literally tried to erase it. I'm like, hey, don't do that. I was watching one of my friends' stuff, and I'm like, you know, that getting into that seriously might help kind of expand my brand, I guess you could say. But yeah, I was watching TikTok for like 3 hours the other day. It's amazing how it sucks you in. It like just, I started watching it and it just kept going and going and going and going. And all of a sudden it was like 2 hours later and I was like, ooh, I just wasted more time. But it was fun. And Ariel, thank you. I did see the video that you did for Maddie's GoFundMe dog. And I so appreciate that. Yeah, that any little bit helps. And so I very much appreciated that you did that. I couldn't remember if I had messaged you to thank you or not. And so I figured I would, if I had, oh well, getting thanked twice is better than not getting thanked at all. So yeah, I appreciate all of you guys that have helped with that. And I know that Mrs. Coffee is going to be doing a live. We haven't just set it up yet. I was waiting till kind of after the holidays to really set it up, but we're going to be doing a live raising money for that. And I just feel very blessed and humbled to have so many people in the community supporting, being supportive of that, because it was really hard, you know, losing Maya as a family member, but it was also really hard losing her as a medical support team, I guess. She was part of my team to keep Maddie healthy. And so those of you who are new, my 10-year-old is a type 1 diabetic. And so Maya, our dog that we had to put her down at the beginning of the month, was her service dog. She went with us everywhere. She alerted blood sugar. She helped with anxiety with, like if Maddie would have a low blood sugar or a high blood sugar, Maddie's anxiety kind of would get, flare up. And so she helped with a lot. And luckily, Lincoln does help at home with alerting to blood sugars, but he does not, he won't make it as a full service dog because he has stranger anxiety with, like he can handle it to a point, but being a service dog, you really have to be like bulletproof. because you just never know when somebody might do something. Like people, it's insane the things that people have done that I have heard that it like have hit, kicked, thrown rocks at. We had somebody with Maya come up and grab her face and kiss her on the nose, and I'm like, dude, if that dog was at all anxious with people, you would have just gotten bit on the face. Anyways, thank you. Yeah, Ariel just put the link up to that GoFundMe, and it is, like I said, it is for a service dog for my daughter, to raise money, because service dogs are insanely expensive. If you buy a dog that is fully trained already, you're looking at $20,000 to $30,000 for a medical diabetic, blood sugar alert dog. Now, if you do it yourself, you're looking from $500 to about $7,000. Now, because I do a lot of dog training, it'll probably be like around $3,000 that we'll need, but it's insane how expensive. And insurances, most insurances won't even touch it. Had to get a drink. Anytime I just stop talking, yeah, that's me getting a drink. So we are taking over for real. Those seeing a lot more adults than kids on there. Really? See, and I know, Ariel, you're an adult. I just feel like an old adult because, I know I'm not old, but even though I'm so old that I thought that I was 36. No, I thought that I was 30. No. Oh, my word. See, this is how old I am. I don't even know how old I am. I thought I was 36 all year long, telling people I was 36. And then my husband's like, what do you mean? You're 35. And I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, count. So I'm like, yeah, I'm 36. He's like, count again. Oh, I am only 35. Oopsie. So that's how old I am, is that I don't even know how old I am. Seriously. So I just feel, but as I was watching people on TikTok, I did realize, yes, there are quite a bit of people in their 30s that are on there. So I didn't feel quite so out of place. Okay, where is that? Don't you hate when you're looking for a symbol and you just can't find it? Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. All right, let me look over here. Because there was one. Because I couldn't find the sticker for this, I actually cut the log off of the side over here, since I have the log up here. And I cut it up, and I put it in my sticker machine, and I used it for my labels. So these labels are actually part of my canvas. But that worked because I have it on the upside, up here. The top side. Jeez Louise. Why can't I find it? There it is. There it is. Can't find it because I'm blind. Got my glasses on. So I shouldn't be blind, but I am. Your name is Old Lady Deb on site. You're 62. Yes, you are 62 years young. I never heard of TikTok. Mallory, it's like it's an app. People do videos, but it's, I think they can only be 60 seconds, if I'm right. Mallory, Ariel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the max amount of time the video can be is 60 seconds. And that's all it is it's just 60-second videos of whatever you want. This color reminds me of egg yolks. Does anybody else refer to their colors as foods? Like there's a certain brown that I say is a chocolate, then there's dark chocolate, then there's the color of peas and egg yolks. I'm just weird, I guess. I'm not even hungry. One thing I love about squares is that I feel like the trays are better made for squares. Like they fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. A lot of times the rounds, they'll get stuck in the squares. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, stuck in the lines. I feel like the trays are better made for squares, which is one of the reasons that I always start having like a craving to do a square so that I don't have to deal with that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So far, you've only done rounds, Felicia. Well, don't be intimidated to do a square. Seems like everybody is at first. You don't need to be. They are not, you know, it's not what, I don't know. It's not much different. Yes, they're in a different shape. Yes, you have to be a little bit more precise, but not, and it takes a little bit longer, but it's really not that bad. And honestly, I like doing squares with my multi-scissors better than I do my rounds. So everybody has their own preference, though. Everybody, you know, I don't know. I think a lot of people feel one way or the other. Like they prefer squares or they prefer rounds. I am right down the middle. I like both of them. Usually when I do a square, then I go back to do rounds. I feel like I can just nail them out really fast because with the squares, I do take more time because I am OCD like that and I want them to be like lined up perfectly. Whereas the rounds, if they're not lined up perfectly, it doesn't show as much. But there are definitely things I like about the rounds better and things I like about the squares better. But all I say, don't be intimidated to try one. All right. Maddie's honestly the sweetest girl. Oh, Ariel. She is, you know, she really is. I know she's my daughter, so I'm a little bit partial, but she is very sweet. She cares about everybody before herself. She's an amazing little girl. Now, doesn't mean she doesn't have her times. Now she's 10, going on 11, going on 16, to where it's like some days I'm like, girl, the attitude coming out of your mouth. I've said this to her on more than one occasion. Your blood sugar better be low or high, because if it's not, you're going to be in trouble. Usually it is. She gets kind of argumentative if she's high, and she gets really argumentative if she's under 50. Like if her blood sugar goes under 50, nothing you can do will help except for, you know, shove sugar down her throat. Hello, Mindy. Welcome. I didn't make it to your live this afternoon. Well, for you it's evening, but for me it's kind of mid-afternoon. I was super busy and I was like, I kept wanting to go turn it on and then something would sidetrack me. Anyways, hopefully it went well. And welcome Graham54. And welcome the Coloring Book Nook. I was watching a bunch of your videos the other day. I don't know how. You're one of the ones. I didn't know how. I wasn't subscribed to you before. And I went and I found your video and I was like, how was I not subscribed to you yet? And I like watched a ton of your videos. I think that was on Friday or Thursday. I don't remember. It was not too long ago. Anytime I remind Beth what year I was born, she doesn't believe me. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I can't believe how old I am. It calls me a baby or something of the sort. It's true. It's true. Because, you know, a lot of times I forget that you're so young. And it makes me feel so old. Let's see. What color am I looking for? 3843. 3846. 43. There we go. So as I was saying before, I don't usually hit my projects up this way. I usually do them all at once. But this time I didn't want to be sitting on camera like kitting up my project the whole time. So I decided I was going to do it as I needed the color. I would open it. And that's how I'm doing it this time. And that's okay. It's good to change things up every so often, right? Let's see. Debbie, try 62. Fun growing old. I think that you did, myself saying things my mom would say, oh, I do that all the time. All the time. I'm like, shoot, I'm turning into my mom. Yep, I do it all the time. And yeah, Mallory, you're only 1 year younger than I am. And that's the thing. I always think that we're about the same age. And I always think that with most of my friends that I have, especially friends I haven't met in person, I just assume like, oh yeah, we're the same age. And then when I find out we're not, I'm like, wait, what? What? How are you not my age? I mean, obviously when I meet somebody in real life, in person, you can somewhat tell if they're older or younger than you, or anytime I see your picture, Ariel, I'm like, oh yeah, she's a baby. I forgot. I used to be called a baby all the time when I was in my 20s, and I was like, I'm not young. Yeah, I was. Yes, I was. Aussie girl is 33, so see, right around my age. I don't remember how old I am. Let me calculate. Thank you, Nicole. You made me just feel not so dumb for not knowing how old I was and telling everybody that I was 36 instead of 35. And my husband likes to give me a hard time all the time. But now he's been giving me a hard time for that because he was the one that's like, dude, you're not 35 or you're not 36. He's like, I'm 36. I'm like, no, you're not. You're 37. No, I'm not. Oh, goodness sakes. And that happened because we went to get our license renewed. And, well, he needed his renewed. I needed to just change the address on mine. And I found out I had to wear my glasses now to drive. So now I have to like be careful I don't forget, because if I get pulled over without wearing my glasses, I can get a ticket. But now that I have my glasses and realize how blind I was, I actually prefer to wear them because I can see. And now when I take them off, I'm like, oh, it's so blurry. But my eyes will adjust, and my one eye is like really bad, and the other eye is like just kind of bad, and so they compensate for each other. But every time somebody finds out, like, or they look at my glasses, they put them on, they're like, you were driving before without wearing these? Like, yeah, but I was used to it. Still not good. Okay, 37. 37 was right here. I think I'm 30. Nicole, what year were you born? Because you can figure it out. She thinks she's 33, y'all. She thinks. I think I'm 26. I act 5. I get moody like a tween. You're all the ages. You're just all the ages. Well, you know, I sometimes I'll think like I'm not mature enough to be 35. Like I think that all the time. Like how am I this, like I have kids, I'm married, like I'm not mature enough for all of this. What's happening? But they're there, so let's see. Let's get letter C. Okay. I'm really excited to get this one framed because I really like to decorate my house with green colors. Like my couch is green, my curtains are green. A lot of things I decorate with are green, and because this one is so much green, I want to put it up. Usually, I give a lot of my finished pieces away, or I put them in my bathroom or my bedroom or something. But this one, I think I might put this one in my living room because I love the colors. My husband likes green too, so that helps. I name my drill after food too. See, thank you. It's not just me. I'm not crazy. Ozzy, at least you can remember your age, right? Oh, come on, youngsters. You can't remember your age. Debbie, maybe when I get older, I'll remember because I don't know. But right now, I'm like, oh, brother. I don't know how I don't remember, but my daughter will say something like, how do you not know, Mom? Well, because I don't care. When you're young and it's like, woo, I'm going to be 11 or something. When you get older, it's like, you don't care how old you are. And if you do, you care that you're too old, not young. So I think that's why I just forget, because I just don't care that I am 35. And yeah. She forgets, though, her birthday all the time. And she tells me she forgets her birthday because she really just doesn't care. She's not like one that's all about me kind of thing. And so she really just, her birthday is just, I don't know, we've always done parties and, done something fun for the kids on their birthdays, but she's just like, she knows her birthday now because she's old enough, but it took her a lot of years to remember her birthday. And I'm like, you should be able to remember mine because you were born 5 days after my birthday. Let me tell you what, that was not a fun birthday being 9 months pregnant. Especially to a breech baby that was like literally jumping on my bladder, and her head was up into my rib cage. Let's see. Shink says, my first was a square. I hated it. Bought round, worked more squares lately. I like them both. Yeah. I think a lot of people do. I mean, there are certain people, though, that'll like swear up and down that rounds are the only way to go. And then there are other people that'll swear up and down that squares are the only way to go. So it's totally a personal preference. And I think that it's good to try them both and not let yourself be so intimidated by squares because of what somebody has said or because of something you've seen. Like, it's not, they're not that intimidating. They're just not. And I think one of the reasons that I tried them and I didn't even think about them being intimidating was because I hadn't watched any channels. I wasn't on any Facebook groups, and I didn't order it because it was a square. I ordered it because I liked the image. I didn't know enough to know, like, okay, this is square, this is round. I didn't know enough to know to read reviews on the company. I just ordered it, and it was a square, and I just did it. And then now I know better than to just order from a company that I haven't like researched, because yeah, those squares popped like popcorn, and it was not fun. Not fun at all. But I made it work, and my mom absolutely loved it. It was a snowman, and it looks so much like the DAC Forest Friends snowman. It's just a tiny bit different than that. And now I have the DAC one too, but I didn't do it this year. I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't know if I'll do it this year or if I'll wait till next year. Because I want to do, I know it's a round, otherwise I would have done it. The Ice Princess. I have that one. I have the first edition of the Ice Princess. And I love that image. And I do like the first edition best. I know a lot of people like the second one best. I like the first one because I like her dress, and I also like the snow leopard that's in it. And in the other one, it's more just like her face. So yeah, and they don't, I think both of them are sold out though now. But that's one that I want to do like either this month or next month when there's snow and it's cold outside. So, because I don't know, it's like when I did a pumpkin or a fall like looking one, I want it to be fall outside. I don't know, that's the way I am. I don't want to do a spring or a summer one right now, and in the summer I don't want to do a winter one. I don't care if it's holidays, I go more by seasons. Ariel says, I either act like I'm 50 or 5. No in between. Aussie Girl says, my first was a partial and a square. Oh, it was a partial square? I don't think I've seen one that's a square and a partial. I'd be interested to see that, Bianca. Because I don't think I've seen one that's a square partial before. All the partials I've done have been rounds. So, and I've never heard of somebody else doing one. I'm not a big fan of partials myself. Now, there are certain ones that I don't mind doing, but for the most part, I'm not a big fan of partials. If I'm going to pay for something, I want it to, last more than a day. And for partials, except for like the really big partials, the ones that are, that take more time, I'm good with those because that, you get bang for your buck. But the ones that are like a 30 by 40, but yet the diamond painting area is like this big, I don't like that. That's not for me. Any bigger? I'm worried. You're funny. Well, thanks, Mallory. I haven't tried squares yet, but I have 5 DACs that are squares. Nicole, which ones do you have? I have, I probably have, well, I don't know. I want to say I have more rounds than I have squares in my DACs, but I don't know. I don't buy them I buy them if the image is good. I don't care if it's a round or a square. Like, if I like the image, then I'll get it. But I don't pay attention, really, if it's a square or a round. Just because I don't really care. Like I said, I like them both. So I do like doing the rounds one by one sometimes, though, because I like the click they make. I know a lot of people are like that. I mean, I'll use my multi-placer when I'm doing a color like black, when there's a lot of it, but I also enjoy doing them one by one. Where rounds, I use my multi-placer most of the time. Just depends on how many and what color. Because, there's a lot of these greens right now, but I'm just enjoying doing it with my single. Plus, I can only do 1 square a day on this painting, like I said. Because I've got my other one, gotta work on. I gotta have the other one done by the end of this month, which shouldn't be a problem because I'm over a third of the way through it, and I can spend a good amount of time on it. So that shouldn't be a problem. And there's not much confetti on it either. It's mainly, it's not like huge chunks of color blocking, but there's some confetti, but as Miss Coffee says, it's respectable. Welcome, Cheryl. Lena says my first one was a square, and I love them. Cheryl says, hi, everyone. I'm fairly new to the channel, but I like both square and round. My problem is that the square ones always I'm assuming you're meaning pop. So, Cheryl, the reason for that is because usually they either have tabs on them or the back has a dimple in it. So if you like squares and you get a square from a company that is, let's say just a better company, like Home Fun, I really like Home Fun squares. Diamond Art Club squares. The only problem that I've ever heard people complain about Diamond Art Club squares is that they have gaps. There was a time where they did have gaps. They have fixed that since, but there are still some out there that have gaps in them from that, brief period where, but I don't know about you guys, but I would choose a little bit of gapping any day over popping drills because I did one that had some gaps. Nola had some gaps in it, and it's all done, and you can't see the gaps. unless you go up and put your face 2 inches away from the painting, you won't see those gaps. But if they're popping all over the place and I haven't been able to like glue them down, no, that drives me insane. Insane. So I would much rather have some light gapping than popping drills. That is my opinion. Now, I know some people have been having problems with their glue lately. From Diamond Art Club, I'm not sure what is going on. I know they've changed a lot up. But what I do know is that usually with them, if you have an issue and you bring it to them, they are pretty dang good. Like I know I had one of my friends on here. She was doing the rows, and she said that they were not sticking at all. Like she was gonna have to glue all of them down. It was like super hard to work on. She contacted them, and they refunded her money for her because of it. So, and anytime I've had a problem, they've done a really good job at like fixing the problem. But I haven't really had a lot of issues. So the only issue I've had lately, and I don't know why, and I don't know, is my horse one that I just opened up from them reeks to high heaven. It smells chemically so bad that I don't even want to work on it. And I need to contact them because literally, I don't even want to work on it. It smells that bad. If you watch that unboxing, I say something in the unboxing because I open it and it's like, oh my gosh, never have I ever had one smell like that. That's a game. Never have I ever had a diamond painting smell. So if you haven't, drink up. If you didn't get that, that's a game. Never have I ever is a game, and I just reminded myself of it. Okay. Squirrel. My hubby was 59. Your hubby was 59 this evening? Did you mean he turned 59 today? If so, happy birthday to your hubby. Ariel says, popping drills actually may be an issue with the canvas you're working on. What? Are you serious? I have not had any yet. Better not be. Better not be. Because popping drills, I'm not kidding you. They are my, like that and staticky drills are my biggest pet peeve. Biggest pet peeve. Welcome, Catherine, by the way. Catherine McCallan. Or McCallan. I'm not sure. I'm horrible with names, you guys. D, and welcome, D Baker. How are you doing today? Debbie says Nicole, no sugar was low. His blood sugar. Oh, yeah, 59 is not a good number. Not a good number at all. Especially for, I don't know if he's a type 1 or a type 2. But especially for a type 2 because they don't drop quite as often as type 1s do typically. Speaking of, Seth, have you checked Maddie? Huh? Okay, thank you. So I'm in Pacific Standard Time, those of you that don't know. So it is 7:30 here. And right before I went live, I went in and because I was going to tell Maddie, you know, check your blood sugar. And if you're hungry, tell me now so I can get you something to eat because I'm going live. Well, she had been playing the Switch on her bed and she was conked out. And so I was just talking to my hubby about checking on her. Because that's the time I get most paranoid is when she's asleep because she can't feel it and I can't tell by her attitude. The only way I can tell is when she's asleep, she starts to get really restless and she'll moan in her sleep too if she's low. Okay. When I'm typing on my phone, I constantly make errors. And I'm really bad about like proofreading them. My husband's been telling me that for years, that I need to start proofreading things. Because I'm always writing something completely wrong, or something they don't even know what I'm saying, because I type it in so weird. Of course, he should be used to it by now, because even when I'm talking to him face to face, I don't talk correctly. I constantly mix two words up. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I'll mix two words together. I don't remember what I said. Seth, do you remember what I said yesterday? The two words I mixed? It was like, I don't remember what it was. It was two adjectives. I think it was cute and something else. Anyway, I think I said scoot. I don't know. The one I'll never live down, though, is Twickers, when I was saying Twix and Snickers at the same time. And I was like, don't you like Twickers? The thing was, I didn't even realize it. Because in my head, it sounded normal. D. Baker, sorry I'm late. Had a long day with a trip to the ER to get my son from his dad. Oh, I'm sorry, D. Baker. No need to apologize. I hope that everybody's okay. ER trips are never, usually a good sign. So I hope everybody's okay.
Where's her,
in her purse. Right there on the floor. By my boots. Her meter and her insulin, her pump should be in there in case she needs insulin. Mom said she had cocoa before they left, so she had insulin, but I don't know how much she took for it, so. I did before, but I always put it back in her pump. She was fine. Oh, excuse me. She was fine earlier. Like right before. But then she had cocoa not long before, so. I'll be 33 in January. Debbie says, hey y'all, all would learn. I am ditzy. Oh, I'm very ditzy. I have been told that my entire life by all my friends, all my boyfriends, my husband, everybody tells me I'm ditzy. My husband is 3 years older than me. I'm guessing is what you meant to say, Mallory. I look younger than I am too. Ariel, you do look young. But you know what? I've always been told the same thing, that I look way younger than I am. So now that I'm older, I take that as a compliment. But for years, it drove me crazy because everybody would say I looked so much younger than I was. Like when I finally was old enough to go to the bar. And I remember one time the guy at the door literally thought that my ID was fake because I looked so young. And I'm like, really? I'm 21, but everybody always told me when I was like, up until I was about 25, everybody told me I looked like 16, 17 years old. So, but my grandma, who I was just talking about earlier, she's 88, and she still has color in her hair. My dad is 59, and he doesn't age. My mom ages, but she looks good for her age too. So, hopefully, since it's in the genes, hopefully I'll age gracefully. I did notice though, on Christmas when I was getting ready to leave, that I now have just a few grays in the front of my hair. But being that I'm blonde, they're not super noticeable. But I used to dye my hair, like I would put some lighter streaks in my hair. But I haven't for a few years now, and so my hair is basically my natural color, which is I'll show you. Let's see if I can move my camera correctly. My goodness, you guys can see my messy drill behind me. But so this is now like my natural color. So it's still like, I always say it's, you know, dirty blonde, but I just was noticing when I was getting ready on Christmas that I had some like just a few gray hairs like right up here in the front. But they don't show near as bad as like my mom's do, because my mom has like really dark hair. And my husband, he's starting to just get a few grays in his hair, and he's got dark hair too. He's got dark brown hair. So, but I think I have my dad's hair color, so, and he has a little bit of gray, but not bad, not too bad. What was her blood sugar? Did you give her insulin? Okay. I was talking to my neighbor the other day. She's a type 2 diabetic, and she was saying how, like, she was talking to me about how bad her blood sugars were, and she was like, oh, they were like 150, and I'm like, I would kill for blood sugars at 150 with Maddie a lot of times, like, kill. Lately, she's just been all over the place. That's what puberty does. Obviously, insulin is a hormone, so it is, yeah. When they start to go through puberty, it messes up their blood sugars so bad. We had 2 weeks of such lows. There was nothing I could do to keep her blood sugar up. We even had not given her insulin hardly. Like, it was ridiculous. And we had to use her emergency shot twice because it just, no matter what we did, no matter what she ate, her blood sugar would drop. And that is a pain in the butt. Oh, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. This color is one of my newer favorites, which is 601. This color. It would help if I put it in the camera, wouldn't it? It's like a fuchsia pink. I love it. It's very, very pretty. I'm blind as a bat, Ariel. 3-year-old. Delma, welcome, by the way. She says, hi, ordered from your shop. Love everything. Well, good. I'm glad. I try to have quite the variety on there. And those of you that are new, I do add new things pretty much every week. I always have stuff coming that I just kind of waiting for. I've been waiting, though, for one thing that I know Nicole has been waiting on, too. Toothless. I ordered it seems like forever ago. And I still have not got him. And every day I go to the mail and I'm like, is Toothless here? Is Toothless here? Nope. 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 Very annoying. I did get the pens, though, the wooden pens that I had ordered forever ago, finally. It's amazing how some things will be here so fast and then others take forever and a day to get here. Bugs me. I don't drive anymore, but I keep them just in case. Just like hearing. Yeah, I know my hearing is really bad. But that was something that I've had ever since I was a baby because I've had so many ear infections and I've had my eardrums rupture. Lost a lot of hearing. So my hearing is horrible, which is why I talk so loud. And they have talked to me about a hearing aid. I don't want one. I don't think it's worth it. And they're expensive. So I just deal with it. But my kids get really annoyed with me, especially like if they're, oh man, when we go to the field, when sometimes they'll come along with me, they'll get annoyed with me because I can't hear them. And I get annoyed with them because I constantly tell them, if you are in front of me, I can't hear you. Like you're walking and talking and I cannot hear words you're saying. All I hear is, it drives me crazy. And my daughter, like, the more you say I can't hear you, I swear the quieter she gets. and she mumbles horribly. And she'll put her hand over her mouth. I'm like, I can't hear you or read your lips. Shine, are you going to get the enhanced driver license? I don't know what that is. My little guy is okay. Huge bump and carpet board on his head from, oh my gosh, a fatal car accident. Oh my gosh. D. Baker, I am so sorry. So you said fatal. Was it the other people then? That's scary. That is really scary. And I am so glad he is okay. My goodness. I mean, I'll take a bump and some bruises and some burns to, you know, have him be okay. My word. You are all babies. I'm 58 going on 80. LOL, I feel it. Oh, I feel like I'm 80. I do. And I know, you know, people don't always believe me, but no, I do. With the health issues I have, oh man, sometimes I wonder how I'm going to make it to 80. My doctors always joke with me, you're falling apart and you're only 35. I'm like, I know. But they've been saying that for years. Like when I had my hysterectomy when I was 26, everyone's like, oh, you're only 26. I'm like, yeah, I know that. Like, I know. All right, let's see what song. I think I'm going to do one, which is an AB. I love the green AB. It's so pretty. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Ariel. I don't know what? Wait. I'll have a whole wall of DPs. Yeah, I don't put all of mine up, Debbie. Otherwise, I would have literally wallpaper of DPs. Coloring Nooks says, wish I was that young again. Crane's Creations, I had to do math to figure out my age. That's what I'm saying. I tell you guys, it's not just me being all wrong about my age. I have to tell my husband, I'm not the only one that has to do the math. Okay, I have Michaela, welcome, by the way. So I saw that people put a Mod Podge coating before framing. Is that necessary? No. Not if you're framing it and you're going to have a glass piece over it. The only thing I would say, if you're going to frame it and it's like if, let's say it's a square and the drills were popping really bad, then I would say yes, go ahead and put something over it to hold them in place. But if you're framing it and putting glass in front of it, nope, you don't have to do any kind of coat to keep it secure. The only reason that I'll do it is if it's going to be a like if I'm going to mount it rather than frame it. So that way I don't want to have like dust and dirt and all that stuff collect onto the painting, especially with rounds because they have that sticky, you know, coating in between. But no, absolutely not. I wouldn't worry about it. And you know, honestly, I know I made a video quite a while ago about this, but a lot of people have an issue with Mod Podge because of having to water it down or not doing it enough or whatever. I tell you guys, and I'm not kidding you, polyacrylic is the way to go. You don't have to do anything except apply it to the painting. It's perfect in the way it is. Like, I love that stuff. And it's called polyacrylic. That's all ever since I found that one, that's all I use. I don't use Mod Podge anymore. One time I used the Mod Podge just because I wanted the extra sparkle because I was doing a partial that I was like kind of messing around with. But ever since I found the polyacrylic, that is all I use. It is what I use to seal my Diamond Art Club inhalers that I make. Yeah, that's what I recommend. But to everybody their own like preference. So yeah. Let's see. if you frame behind glass, yeah, no need. Right, exactly. Welcome. I don't know if I said welcome to Catherine. I feel like I did, but I don't know. So if I didn't, welcome, Catherine. Man, I'm thinking of doing it to my DAC use Mod Podge. Yeah, so you can use all, there's all sorts of different sealers that you can use. Mod Podge has a few. There's the sparkle, there's the clear. But yeah, I don't know. The reason that I personally like polyacrylic so much is because I don't have to do anything. I don't have to water it down. I don't have to mix it. Like I just stir and apply. And it doesn't crack. It doesn't leave like marks. Yeah. And if you're looking for that video, it is the one that I sealed. Oh, what is that canvas called? Oh my gosh, blue something. Oh man, what is it? It's the one that everybody said looked like the Avatar. What was it? It's from Diamond Art Club. Totally drawing a blank right now on it. Well, shoot, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But it's the one where it looks like an avatar. If somebody remembers, put it in the comments because I'm drawing a blank. Debbie says I use extreme glitter Mod Podge. Yeah, a lot of people really like that because it adds like an extra layer of sparkle and shine to your diamond painting, which is always fun. And so, yeah, if I want to add anything extra, that's the one that I will use. But for the most part, I just use the polyacrylic. And welcome, Elizabeth. We share each other's names. Let me see here. Catherine says, I'm looking forward to trying a square soon. Yeah, they're fun. And it's fun to try something new. I have quite a few, both squares and rounds, and it depends on my mood. A lot of times I'll have one of each going just because if I feel like I want to do squares, I'll do that. If I feel like I want to do the other, yeah. Welcome, Linda. She says 35. I wish I was 35 again. I have 22 years on you. Well, you just have 22 years of maturity and experience then, right? Ariel says it took me forever to do a round because I was so scared the image wouldn't look nice. Oh, I didn't know that because yeah, I think they both look really nice. They look different, but they both look really nice. From far away, it's hard to tell. What's what. So, do I have any 4s here? Let's see. I'm trying to do one that I already have the color out, so I don't have to keep getting it. But I don't think I have another one that has it. Let me see here. Nope. Nopity. Okay, I'm gonna do hashtag 938. 938, which is like a dark brown. There it is. There it is. I know some people who kit up their projects like this, like regularly. Like they don't just do it all at once. They like go through and as they need it, they do it. I typically just kit it up all together because I don't mind kitting it up. It does not I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. I enjoy it. I love organizing things though. So that's probably why I enjoy it because organizing things to me is relaxing. And so I have the Ice Princess too. D Baker says, okay, I'm going to lurk for a while. You do that. You do whatever you want. I have the old version of the Ice Princess. Yep, Nicole, that's the one I have. It's the old version. It's the first one. DAC says they are restocking it in February. Oh, nice. I wonder if they're going to do both versions or just the newer version of the Ice Princess. I'm not a bit afraid to say I will be 62 in March. Took me a long time to get there. Hey, you shouldn't be afraid to say it. Claim your age. I'm not afraid. I mean, I know I'm 35, but still, like, you know, in some groups that's older. So, but you know what? I'm not afraid of getting older. Like, it maybe health-wise I am a little bit, but as far as just like aging, it is what it is. Can't stop it, so why worry about it, right? What day in March? Oh, I think you're talking to me. Hey, Shine, what is the goal to get done in 2020? What goal in 2020? Like how many like diamond paintings or what? Or just like what oh my word, I cannot think of the word. Like New Year's resolutions. Is that what you're talking about, Mallory? Because if that's what you're talking about, my New Year's resolution this year is to get on a better sleep schedule for both me and my daughter. My sleep schedule has been messed up for years. And my daughter being homeschooled, she has kind of started slowly but surely staying up later and later, and it's gotten out of hand. And now I'm like, no, we've got to get you back on a good sleep schedule, back to going to bed at decent hours. And for me, that'll mean going to bed, period, because I don't usually go into the bedroom. Like, I fall asleep watching TV on the couch or whatever, because the couch is right by my daughter's room, so I don't feel quite as far away. But hopefully soon we will receive what's called a Dexcom, which checks her blood sugar every 5 minutes and alarms the heck out of us if she drops or goes high, which will make it so much less stressful at night. So yeah, but as far as like diamond painting goes for 2020, I don't have one. I don't have a goal because, like I said earlier, I want diamond painting to be for fun and not a chore or a job. And so I don't have like, oh, I want to finish this many paintings or whatever. I know I'll probably finish at least 12 because I usually finish more than one every month. But I don't have like a set goal for myself. I am trying to set more goals though on working on my shop and getting, that more successful, which it has been way more successful quicker than I thought it would be. And I thank all of you guys for that, because now all the proceeds to that are going to be going towards getting a new dog. So for a new service dog for Maddie. So that I will be working on. I don't advertise a lot except for just on Saturday nights. So I'm going to try to get, a TikTok account going and some other stuff. But other than that, I just don't really have any more like diamond painting related goals. Do you guys have diamond painting resolutions? Or do you have resolutions in general? What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? I know I already told you guys we have family over on New Year's Eve, I mean. We play games and hang out, and there might be like some wine or beer or something, but no one gets like drunk or anything. It's a pretty low key, and the kids get to stay up and we just play games until midnight. When my mom bought the family Catan, I've never played it, but apparently it's a really fun game, and so they're going to bring Catan over on New Year's Eve, and we're going to play it. So I'm going to learn how to play that this year. or this New Year's. Okay. I'm gonna try to get back up to. Catherine says, I just ordered the big partial Dragon Princess diamond dots because the image is beautiful and it was on sale at Joann Fabrics. I saw that one. That is a partial I do like. My daughter really liked that one too. I have, like I said, I don't like a lot of partials, but I do like them if they're bigger because then they take longer. I just don't like the little partials that are like so big, but then the drill area is tiny. I feel like it's just kind of a scam. Because it's like, here, pay for this big diamond painting and you can have a whole half hour to work on. And then you'll be done with it. I mean, I know some people need instant gratification, so that's okay, but it's not for me. I prefer to work on something a little bit longer. This size, what is this size? 42 by 59. This is like an ideal size. I love this size because it's big enough to where you're going to get detail and it's going to be really pretty, but it's not so big that I feel like I'm working on it for, months upon months. The sparkle is so much fun and they're hella cheap on Ally all the time. Are you talking about, oh yeah, the rhinestone ones? They are so fun. I've done one rhinestone, like a full rhinestone. So cool. And I have one that it's on my wish list. It's like the New York skyline. I can't remember who did it, but it was in one of my Whip It Wednesday videos. And I love it. It is so pretty and has so much sparkle. Like, I want it so bad. I kitted a peacock tonight. I love doing the peacocks. I have a few peacocks that I've done. I didn't know there was square till I got it. I was also looking at the image. See? And I think that's the way to go. Look at the image, see what you like. Then, if you don't like squares or you don't like rounds, that's one thing. But, yeah, I say look at the image. I'm plucking away at lovebirds. I saw that, Ariel. I have lovebirds in my closet. Haven't had the time. It's not on like immediate queue coming up. I really wanted to finish a Hannah Lynn first, because I haven't finished the Hannah Lynn yet. Michaela says, I did a Christmas tree for my friend and my husband, made it and made the frame for it. Oh, wow. That's cool. I want to learn to make frames because you just need a certain tool and then you can do it. Mindy says, I have a ton of special drills. I can tell you some of the best stores. There you go. You are more than welcome to put those links if you want, Mindy, in here too. I'm fine with that. Debbie said it's a partial. Catherine, I will definitely put it on Instagram, Nicole, because it's licensed. But it will take me a long time to do, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. That one, how big is that one, Catherine? I can't remember. I know which one you're talking about. I just can't remember how big it is off the top of my head. Nicole says, so, are you addicted, Michaela? We're all addicted. I mean, seriously. Debbie says, I will start it tomorrow, I think. Michaela, yes, I am. At least you admit it, Michaela. That's the first step, right? It's late here. I need to head to bed. Okay, Mindy, have a good night. I know you're ahead of me because it's only 8 o'clock here, so. Korean's Creation says, I gotta go. My hubby just got home from work. Well, have a good night to you, too. And Nicole says, welcome to the addiction. Elizabeth says, my stash is running low. I'm down to 4, but I have 15 on the way. Well, I don't think your stash will be low for very much longer, Elizabeth. 15 on the way, I think you're good. Michaela says, LOL, thanks. My husband said he would make all my frames. That is awesome, Michaela, because honestly, the frames are the hardest part sometimes. If you don't, have anywhere to get one or make one, because they're all so, like, weird. They're just weird shaped. That's why I love that Diamond Art Club is coming out with ones that are going to be standard frame sizing. So, okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I am going to show you a few of the new ones I got this week, but not too many, just because, like I said, this last couple weeks I have not had time to enter them all in yet. So anything you see today, if it is not on the shop, if you want it, please tell me. Just message me on my Etsy store. I know it's been posted, like Mallory just posted it not long ago. Mallory and Ariel, if you want to post it again, you can. I know I'm super, super behind in chat. I'm just going to scan through, make sure if there's something that you need, needed me to see. Stash about 15 started November 6 months response. Sorry, I'm just okay, hold on. Oh no, that's a response to when she brought up Popping Girls canvas. We're just behind. Yes, and I'm behind. I'm behind. Because I am always behind because I run my mouth so much and I forget to read. I got DAC Happy Guy after I was showing do it so that the first square nice and small. Catherine, did you start in November? My daughter has epilepsy and has seizures in her sleep. That's scary, Michaela. My daughter had a seizure in her sleep due to low blood sugars twice, and it was like terrifying. The sounds that she made like terrify me. Anytime I hear those sounds come out of her, like I'm instantly like, don't do that because it freaks me out. So I empathize with you, girl. Hold on. I had one, and of course, it was the biggest painting I've done, and a gift. It was terrible. But I watched EP videos for a year before. Ashink, thank you for hosting. Have a good night. Have a good night, Ashink. You're probably long gone because, like I said, I'm like a half hour behind in chat, you guys. I apologize. I didn't even see Brian came in. Hello, hello. I'm so sorry I'm late at saying hello. I am behind. It's all get out. Oh, Elizabeth says, I started diamond painting after having my appendix out in late March. My doctor actually called my daughter and told her to find me something to do so I'd slow down. Been addicted ever since. That is a cool story. I mean, not that you had to have your appendix out, but like, that's cool. I have not started one of mine yet because I need to finish the two I have going. Yes, that happens. You get more than one going, and it's like you got to finish them. My mom went gray at 18, so I'm 4 years overdue. I find the occasional white hair. Sorry. Says I found my first gray hair on my 20th birthday. I cried all day. I quit dyeing it, but I hit 60. I figured I was allowed to have gray by then. Oh, guys are funny, Debbie. My natural color is like yours. I don't find anything wrong with gray hairs. Like, there are some people who have such pretty gray hairs that there are some people who dye their hair gray. I mean, yeah. Yeah, see, I seen Nicole says toothless. I know it was a while ago that I was talking about it, but it should be here any day, Nicole. I promise you. As soon as it's here, you're the first person that I will be messaging because I know how much you've been wanting that. And waiting for that. So, Blue Zion. Thank you, Randy. I knew it was blue something. I'm like, blue, what? Okay. Yes, polyacrylic you can find on Amazon, or you can also find it at Home Depot. $9.39 is like a milk chocolate. $9.39? Ariel, $9.39 is like dark blue. I think you're thinking of $9.38. $9.38 is like the chocolate. Kitting up can be fun looking at the pretty colors. I agree, Nicole. And I also just like because it's organizing. Sleeping and then signed up to work the next day. Okay. All right. Coloring Book Nook, good night. Thank you. Thanks for joining us, the Color Book Nook. I love that name. I don't know why I like saying it so much, but Dragon Princess is 85 by 67. Had to look it up. Yeah, that's a good size. I tell ya. That one will take a little bit. Hobby Lobby is a good place to get a frame. Yes, Michael's is too. Michael's, I got a frame. I can't remember how big it was. It was a good size frame, and I got it for $11. They were 75% off. Yes. Hey, my color was like my dad's. I won't quit dyeing. Okay, so yes, Mallory has and Ariel have put the Shine Shop, so you guys can find your way over to that. And like I said, if you see anything here that's not up there yet that you really want, just let me know, and I will put it to the top of my list to add on. So this is a cute little new pen that I got. This one is kind of unique in the way of that. Okay, so you see all the faces, and then down here you see how it is a single barrel pen, metal. But the fun thing about this one is, bam, they come apart. So you've got red. All of these come apart. And I was diamond painting with this at the beginning just to show, because I always test out my products before I sell them. So they're colored pencils. How fun is that? So they all hook together. You can choose which color you want to have the diamond painting part. The first one I did, this one, it'll be yellow because that's just the one I chose. I was thinking orange might be a good one because orange and red are so similar. Like, look, they're so close together that orange might be a good one. But anyways, it's kind of fun because you get your diamond painting pen, but then if you need like something to write with or something, you can just pull off the top. Beep, 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 beep. And I even tried diamond painting with just the one, and it works. It's not uncomfortable. I thought it would be kind of uncomfortable. It's not. So that is this one. Boop. I thought it was cute. Okay. Then I have the elephant. This is one I was working on. The elephant, I actually have my 4-placer in. Some of my wooden pens I will be able to put in the 4-placer or the plastic tip pen. And then some of them I won't. So there is going to be, it just depends on where I've bought them from. But now that I know this company, I can buy and get them in. They'll probably continue with this company just because I know there are a lot of people that like to use multi-placers, that like to use the plastic tip, you know, yada, yada, yada. So I've got Mr. Elephant. Then I've got the pony. This pony I have a 5-placer in. There. Then I have your squirrel. And there's 2 different squirrels. Where's the other squirrel at? Where's my squirrel? Where my squirrel at? Where'd you go, dude? Where'd you go? There it is. Okay, so I've got, let's see which one is which. Okay, so here's the 2 squirrel designs. There's this one. And then there's this one. So they're just a little bit different, but enough that I will put both of them up because I prefer this one. I think it's cute. I think this one's cute too, but those are the squirrels. Then the horse, and I showed you the elephant. And how cute is this red panda? I mean, come on. Adorable. This one is the metal tip one. I don't think I can work this out to be the other way, but I might be able to find it from the other company and be able to get it in there. I don't know. But anyways, I know they are kind of daddy and daddy squirrel and little squirrel because one is definitely bigger than the other. That's the size difference. If I put it all the way down to the end, even the wooden piece is just a little bit smaller on that one. So now that I have these, because I only order a few from each store to begin with to see like, you know, which store I'm going to work, what works, what doesn't work, all that good stuff. I will now be ordering more of like the different animals and all that kind of stuff. Cheryl says, cute. Do you have any acrylic pens? I don't, but I'm actually currently working with a somebody that does acrylic pens on getting them in for like a good price so that I can sell them to you guys for a good price. So hopefully that will be coming soon. So fingers crossed, I will be working that out soon. Oh, and I forgot the tiger. I've got the tiger, and he is on a green piece. Like he's sitting on a piece of green grass. This one I really like because of the detail in this one. I know my camera is a piece of poo sometimes, but let's see. Come on, there we go. I like the detail in the tiger. There's just a lot of it. There, all the way down to his tail. So cute. I love those. When I got those and I was opening them, I got so hyper. Okay, moving on to chocolate. Chocolate. See if I can get it close enough. 40.6 degrees Celsius today. What is that Fahrenheit? I'm really bad at like converting. I have no idea what that means here. I'd have to look it up on my phone. Is that cold or warm? I can't remember. Today here, it was about, I think, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. I know, Ariel, right? Ooh, chocolate. Okay. Good night, Catherine. Sleep well. So the little piece of chocolate has just a little bit of a nibble out. Bite out. So this one I named Bite Out of Chocolate. I love that one. So fun. Those of you Hello Kitty lovers, it is a 3D Hello Kitty cover minder. Sits just like that, staring at you. So cute. Then if you need a little pen, whoop-ah, your pen pulls right out of there. And you got your little diamond painting pen. And then when you're done using her, him, whatever, goes right back in, push it on down, and goes right back together. Super cute, super fun, and it works as a cover minder and a pen. Trying to find my new little Hello Kitty. There's one of them. Where's the other one? I need to clean my desk, you guys. Really bad. Really bad. Here is one of the new little Hello Kitties. There it is. So, new little Hello Kitty. It's a purple. 2-in-1, can't go wrong. Right, Nicole? Right. Okay, then where did that one go? I just had it in my hand. Oh, here we go. Along the same lines of Hello Kitty, I've got the little Hello Kitty coffee mugs. Let's go nice and close, camera, so that it kicks in. Oops. Don't roll around. That just gets it more confused. There we go. There we go. So there's the little Hello Kitty coffee mug. And it's got your coffee on the top. This one is my new color for a DAC inhaler. This one is, oh, come on now. Come on. There we go. Look how pretty that color is, you guys. Is that not gorgeous? I love this color. Yes, it is so pretty. Okay, so that's one of my new colors. Then I got a new, it's like a glossy purpley thing that goes over the purple that I already have. So those of you that like an extra little glitter or sparkle on them, this is for the purple. As soon as my camera clicks into think mode, come on, camera. Come on. There we go. There we go. So it's got that extra like almost AB look of glitter coat on it. super pretty. Somebody asked me last week about the color of my nails for this, and I'm working on it because this, I did not paint my nails. Somebody else painted those at the shop, and so I don't have that color at home, but I'll get it. I'm working on it. I promise. I am working on it. Let me think. Oh, this one, which has been on my painting all night, which is a little tiny coffee cup with a little tiny spoon. How freaking cute is that? And the spoon, of course, is attached, so you're not gonna lose the spoon. It ain't going anywhere. See? It ain't going anywhere. And then I did get Sprite. I know I have Coke, Pepsi, and Fanta, and I was asked a lot about Sprite, and I did get the Sprite cans in today. I was super excited. Sprite is my go-to drink, so this one is like, I have one left of making cookies, just one. I will, of course, work on getting more. I only also have one left of, where is it? Of my cookie plate. These, I sold so many of these during Christmas season. It was insane. I mean, I've had these for a long time, and I've sold them like randomly, but during Christmas, I renamed them Santa cookies, and they sold like hotcakes last month. But I have one left, and I have more coming in a big order. So I don't show these super often because most people know about them by now, especially if you've been watching my channel for a while. Nicole, you says the fires. What fires? I'm confused. Did I say the fires to something? I'm so lost right now. Hold on, Nicole says not fun with humidity. Oh, you're not talking to me. Sorry. Yes, okay. Oz, Nicole says, hold on. Oh my gosh. Now I'm reading what you wrote. 105. Holy heck. That is insane. 105. That's like hot in the summertime. Yeah, and it's summer where you are, but oh my gosh, it's a dry heat or humidity too. Ozzy, I have a silly question for you. Are you? Yeah, she is in Australia. Humidity. Oh man, geez Louise, not fun and humidity. Sorry, next question. Yeah, are there fires right now? Because I know there have been fires like all around. Wherever it's hot, dry, yeah, there's fires. That's insane. And I'm in Victoria. There was a fire in Bendigo. I'm 45 minutes from. Well, I will pray that fire does not come your way, Bianca, because that's never good. Never good. Or just all the fumes and the smoke and everything. Yeesh. Okay. So this is my number one seller in case for any of you new people. This is the wash basin cover minder. It is amazing for your trash. So my trash I have sitting over here because I have like this whole side is magnetic. So that's where I put a lot of my trash, or just random things that I put. But it's really nice because that way your trash doesn't flip all over the place all the time. It has like a designated spot that it's not going to move because my magnets, anybody who has bought from me could attest to my magnets being really strong. So here is my number one seller, the wash basin. Then I also have this one, which is just a little bit, it's a smaller version. The water pail. Then I also, right now, I did just get back in stock finally. I know people have been asking me for a couple weeks, but I did just get these back in this week. I only have 2 left. I had so many people ask me about them, and then when I finally got them back in stock, they were gone. Like, I mean, they're not gone. I have 2 left, but I sold like 8 of them in the first day that I got them back in stock. So I have 2 of these left. If you are one of those people that have been waiting, looking, or wanting the bronze water pail, it is there for now. So I am trying to work with that store on ordering a bigger selection, not a bigger selection, a bigger quantity of those. It's just kind of a weird, I don't know, they're weird there. So, and then I thought I would show these because these are the only two left. I haven't showed them in a long time. I have yellow. These are the cold Starbucks drinks. So I have yellow. And I have purple. So, and it's almost like it is a purple. I know the camera makes it almost look blue, but it is a purple. So those are two of the cups, the Starbucks cups I have left. I have a few of these ones left of the diamonds. And it is again, another 3D. I really like the 3D ones. Like, I don't know, just my preference. Okay, so this one is a new one. I haven't made him yet. So before I will put him on the shop, I will make sure that it's going to work. So if you're interested, let me know. And I'm going to work on him tonight to make sure everything's going to work because I have thought something would work before and then it didn't. And then that's no good. So Pikachu. I know people have been wanting a Pikachu one for a while. So there's a Pikachu. And then I've got the color pencils for all of you colorers out there. Color pencils. And let me grab, I can't remember where I put it. Hold on, guys. Sorry. It is, goodness sakes. Goodness sakes. Huh. I thought I'd put it right there, but not. Oh, for those of you, too, that have asked me about my, the gems, the big gems that I have. I'll show you the pack that I'm talking about for those of you that don't know. For those of you that have asked about these ones, because I am out of a few colors, I have more on the way. So if you are interested in a certain color of these, I know the dark purple, the darkest pink, the teal, and the blues go the fastest. So I will have all of the colors in on Tuesday, I think it is. Yeah, on Tuesday, I'll have all the colors. Okay, hold on. Make sure. Okay, we be smelling. Oh, it's smelling the smoke, I'm sure. That smoke is hard. It's hard on people. I have cousins that live in Australia, but don't honestly know why. Purple is number 6. See, you know. Yes, purple is number 6. Thank you, Nicole. I don't know why. This was one of the very first listings that I did on Etsy. And for some reason, number 6, there's no picture of, but number 6 is the purple one. So in case you were interested in the purple and you're like, wonder where the purple is, that it's number 6. Thank you, Nicole. Bianca has a question for you. Would you do layaway like a lay-bay? I don't know. Message me and we'll see. I'm sure we can work something out. Just message me and we'll talk. An owl. Where is it? Come on, camera. Come on. I don't know why. My camera likes it to go really close. Then when I pull it back, it'll be like, oh, you want me to focus on that? Sure. Mallory says, shine on wax thing. Make it a cover minder. Hold on, what? The wax thing? What are you talking about? The wax holder? I do have a wax holder that is a cover minder. I don't know what you're talking about, Mallory. I don't know if you're talking about this one. This is, so it's a diamond, and it sits like this. So like this on your painting, and it opens up like this, and the wax goes in here in the bottom. And you can choose pink, blue, or white with this one. All three of those colors I have. Pink is free with it. Blue and white are, I think, an extra 50 cents, which is a deal because that's cheaper than if you were to just buy them. Yeah. I'm trying to find my I know I have it, and I just don't know where I put it because I'm not even sure if I put it away over here. I don't know. I'll show this one. I have 2 of the heart Seahawks. I just don't know where they went, but I also have this one in the Seahawks, which is a round Seahawks. It's like a glass over it, like that, and then it's bronze behind it. And then I have the heart ones too. I'm just not sure where they are at the moment because I have not labeled my entire stock. I am right now. I had just gotten most of the dogs and cats put on. I'm going to grab those and show you what I'm talking about, but I realized once I started my live tonight, I realized that I had labeled one of the dogs incorrectly. This one is supposed to be a Boston, not a pug. So I got to go and fix that on Etsy, but because there's this one. So cute. Little Boston. I have a yellow lab. I have the pug. I knew I had the pug. Then I love boxers, you guys. Boxer. Then I've got the where did I put the other ones? I just took a picture of them earlier. Oh, come on, take off. Get off of there. If I don't take the out covering off, it'll glare really bad. There's the German Shepherd. Good night, Ariel. Thank you so much for everything. I so appreciate it. Come on, German Shepherd. Focus for me. There it goes. There's the German Shepherd. And then I have a gray kitty and an orange kitty. And I'm not sure what I did with them because I was taking a picture of them right before I had my live. And now I think I walked off with them. So I don't have them right by me. But they're on the shop as well. So the only ones that aren't on the shop right now are the pug and the lab. And I'll get them on right away tonight. Those will be the first ones I put on tonight. And if you're interested in any of those that you haven't, that are on there that I've shown that aren't on there, let me know and I will make sure to get them on ASAP. But that is it for tonight. If you still want to hang out, diamond paint, work, whatever, Jeremy Fryer is on right now. As far as I know, he usually goes on at 8. So as long as he is still doing his tonight, he goes on from 8 to whenever he feels like being done. So feel free, go join him. I never remember the name of his channel is like JMJT, I think, or something. There's 4 letters. By goodness. Somebody knows it. Somebody knows it. Anyways, Jeremy's fun. There's, a bunch of us jump over to his when mine's done. I just ran late tonight. So, Mallory, if you're serious and you want the pug, let me know, and I'll post the correct picture of the pug on there because I put the wrong one. But yeah. Anyways, I have quite a few that I should have this week, you guys, that I'm really excited about. So don't forget to stay tuned. And don't forget, for every $10 that you spend, you are getting one entry into a raffle, and you will be getting three Diamond Art Club paintings. So whoever wins my Shine Shop Designs raffle will be going home with 3 diamond paintings. So don't forget, and I will make that video up to kind of announce that as well. Tell you guys like the deadline of that, and of course I will not make the. I'll after I post that video, you'll have a couple days. So don't think you have to do it tonight or you're gonna miss out or something, because that's not the case. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that. There's gonna be a lot of fun things that I'm going to be doing also. In the new year, that you'll see like some new segments on my channel and stuff that are fun that I'm excited for. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much again for joining me tonight. I so greatly appreciate it. I have so much fun with you guys every Saturday. But with that being said, as always, don't forget, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So with that, keep on shining, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Ready to go potty?